What's shaking YouTube? It's your boy Graybeard Gamer bringing you another best class setup, this time featuring the DLC SMG Sten. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button. Let's shoot for 25 likes on this video. And if it's your first time here, hey, check it out. We got lots of tip videos, best class setups, gun reviews, all that. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch it next time. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about with the Sten SMG is just the way it looks. This thing is magnifique. It's a thing of beauty. The iron sights on this thing, the first time you pull it up, you're thinking, oh my God, this is the Grease Gun 2.0. But it's not. These iron sights are beautiful to look through. They're not obstructive, and you can keep track of your enemies in a gunfight very, very easily. Running around the map, this thing is beautiful to look at. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of people that have SMG envy when you're running around. But you better jump on board. You got a chance to get it. You got a chance to get it with these challenges. But they're only going to cycle through maybe one or maybe two more times. So make sure you get it when you can. This thing is fantastic. I've seen a few videos online and YouTube here comparing the MP40 and the Sten. I've seen Drifter put one out. It's a nice comparison, but the feel makes the difference. Statistically speaking, yes, they're comparable. But when you take this thing out, it's like a hose. You shoot it from the hip, you aim down sights, it doesn't matter. You're going to have an advantage. The only caveat to that is if you're shooting over range, you better stay on target, because if you miss any at all, your enemy's going to take over the advantage spot. But I'm telling you, overall, this thing is fantastic. Hip fire, it's right on point. I felt like a god running around the map. I felt like I couldn't be stopped. And as you can see in the video, I was laying waste to a lot of these folks. And this is one of my first matches with the Sten, and I was very, very impressed. This thing, you can put any attachment you want on it, really. I don't put any optics on it. You can if you're more comfortable, but I like using the iron sights. But I like running extended mags because I have a tendency to reload quite a bit. And I like to use quick draw, and if I use primed at all, then I'll go ahead and throw on rapid fire as well, just because I like to really punish people. But other than that, this thing is fantastic. You got to try it, guys. It's an amazing weapon. One thing I would like to point out there, guys, is if you're going to run airborne and you're going to use the suppressor, you will see a noticeable difference over range in the damage that this weapon deals. The Sten is fantastic without it. I use Mountain Division, as you guys know if you watch any of my videos at all, because I like running Ghost and I like running Dead Silence. Very rarely will I run a suppressor unless I'm using like the Type 100, because with the Type 100 you're going to see a negligible difference between using a suppressor and not using a suppressor, but you will see a difference if you put a suppressor on the Sten, and that's why I won't run it. But anyway, guys, we're coming down to the end of the video. I do highly recommend that you complete the challenges. There's 50 matches, 50 multiplayer matches to get the Sten when it's up and available. And like I said, it'll cycle through one, maybe two more times. As a matter of fact, by the time you see this video, it will be Tuesday, and they had the Sten challenge that started on Monday. It might still be available if you see this video in the morning, so make sure you go ahead and reserve that. So you go into the headquarters and you hit that button and you select it. That way it's stuck in there, and it'll stay in there until you're able to complete the challenge so you can get the Sten. This thing is a beast. You got to give it a shot. But anyway, like I said, we're at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. As always, my name is Graybeard Gamer, and I'm out.